Okay, so good morning, everyone. So this morning, let's talk about supply chain management in the tourism and hospitality industry. Now, basically, when we talk about supply chain, it's just about like we simply say, it's about delivery, it's about supplies, it's about logistics. So, but basically, supply chain is really important in the tourism and hospitality industry, especially we have tangible and intangible products and most commonly, it is really important no, in the food industry because our supplies in food industry is perishable. And once we say it's perishable, there are a lot of factors to consider, especially no when it comes to risk management. It is really important. And when it comes to types of hazards, in the food industry. So daghan kay tag bantayanan. Now when it comes to supply chain management, basically it talks about so where our supply came from, what are the directives, who are the integrated teams who's working with our supplies. So basically supply starts with the very the very start is nga to ta sa raw ingredients or the raw materials or raw products adto gina siya magsugod. For example, if we have a pork, as man mag-start ang pork, basically from the grower, no, sa hog grower. So sa mag-start pa lang gidaan sa mga nagbuhi sa baboy, sa mama sa baboy, usa ang gibaligya, of course, sa mama pa lang daan pagbuntis sa baboy, kinahanglan na natin man na siya, quality na daan ang pagpakaon kay para nindot ang quality sa mga anak niya or sa pigs. Now, inipadako na po sa mga baboy, dapat na po standards nga i-follow to ensure nga ang ato ang baboy nga ipadako is nindot pud og kalidad. Then from that, na buyer, i-add to sa market, nga to sa butcherer, ibaligya na adto sa market, then adto na pud sa kanang kuan, sa tuan na pong mga hotels, i-purchase ni ni kanang kuan ni purchaser. So, nag-abot na pud sa storage na pud dato, ni kahuman is sa kitchen, adto na pud dayon i-serve para sa tuang mga kliyente na. Now, sa kana nga mga areas, in every areas asa ang station sa kanang atuang supply chain. So, kinahanglan mag-follow ta og mga standards. Kinahanglan mag-follow ta og mga basic guidelines to ensure that we are providing quality products to our customers. Now, there are things nga pwedeng makaapekto. No? There are factors to consider, especially for perishable foods. Labi na ito ang mga meats. No? Kay ang transportation palandaan, i-consider na ito ang iyahang temperature, ang time to travel. So, daghan ka itag i-consider. Now, considering all those factors, kinahanglan yun nga we must integrate risk in supply chain management. So, as you can see in supply chain management, it's called supply chain. Means, dili siya magbugto-bugto. Means, sumpay na sila. Means, each one of them is a part of the chain. Which means, nga, it could be nga ang usa sa ilaha dili makahatag og nindot nga serbisyo or dili makahatag og nindot nga kanang kuan process or procedure, di maka-follow sa standard, what would happen? Dili ta maka-provide og kalidad nga produkto sa tuang clients and customers. And once nga di ta makahatag og kalidad nga ang produkto, of course, na ay dissatisfaction. Remember that in the tourism and hospitality industry, pinaka-priority ginato ang satisfaction sa tong clients. Why? Because in this kanang kuan class, cycle class, there is a needs and wants. Mao nang exist ang business. And once na exist ang business, ang atong main purpose is to satisfy our clients and customers. Now, once they are satisfied, there is what we call a repeat business. But then, if it happens na walay satisfaction, dissatisfaction ang naa, so maputol ang cycle. That is why nga in the supply chain palangdaan from your suppliers, you must choose a suppliers nga nindot og kalidad, nindot og kanang kuan, kanang produkto ang ilahang i-deliver sa inyoha. Cause diha palangdaan mismo sa ilaha ug naanay failure, domino effect na siya. Kung anay failure pa lang daan sa hog raiser, sa nagpadako, sa baboy, so therefore, it would affect the quality of the meat. So, dili po siya nindot. So that is the reason why ganun importante kaayo ang supply chain and considering the risk, no? You're familiar with risk management. Answering the word what if. Kung sa may pwede nga mahitabo, is there any alternative solution nga atong mabuhat? So kinahanglan integrate yun nato siya not only in supply chain but risk management can be integrated into different aspects. Even if in our personal lives, it can be integrated. Now, supply chain consists of all parties involved, direct or indirect, in fulfilling a customer requirement. All facilities, functions, activities associated with the flow and transformation of goods and services from raw materials to customers, as well as the associated information flows. Now, an integrated groups of process to source, make, and deliver products is really important. And naman, it is because from your supplier to your manufacturer, delivering to the customers and clients, that is really important katong yung bantayan ang entire flow. Ano man, if in that specific station palang gali, bati na daan, what will happen? So dili gyud nindot ang kuan ang atong mahatag nga produkto, bati gyud siya. Sa mismong palang production daan, atong i-check daan kung kalidad ba. Kay if dili, what will happen? Pasagdaan lang nato ang negosyo, pasagdaan lang nato nga okay ra ni siya, ay okay ra ni, madara ni, di ba na siya po pwede. Kay we are bound to provide quality products and services to our customers and clients. Now, as you can see, to this graph, you have hit supplies. Okay? Usa na kabuk ang supply, di ba? Usa na kabuk ang supplier. Pero, daghan kaayo siya og mahatagan og mga produkto nga man, nga mga negosyo. Why? And taking note that from one supplier, there is another manufacturer, and that manufacturer becomes supplier, and there we go. So it becomes another kind of product and going to the customers. And there's another thing, yan na po yung inventory and warehousing. Ngadto na siya ibutang ng stock, adto na po siya sa pikas, ari na po sa pikas. Okay, so daghan di siya from supply to the warehouses, inventory warehouses, or sa mga making warehouses, padung sa mga direct suppliers, production or purchase cost. So, transportation, logistics, daghan kay siya agian. Depende man pig unsay needs ato ang nga clients. So, therefore, um, even seeing this map, therefore, providing quality products to our customers and clients is really important. Kaya og dili po kamuhatag og kalidad nga serbisyo o produkto sa inyong kanang sa atuang clients and customers, mo vanish ka sa global market. You cannot compete with the global market. Why? Dili man hindot ang kalidad sa imong produkto. So make sure that you assure first that you can provide quality products to your customers and clients to ensure that there is a continuous or repeat business in the future. That is the main aim in the tourism and hospitality industry. Take note everyone that business arises because of the needs and wants. So, kung walay needs and wants, therefore, dili mo excel lang ato ang mga businesses. So, therefore, if na kay competitors, the needs sinako, needs sinako or wants sinako, of course, as customers, I will look for a quality one. So, if you cannot provide, I'll look for another one. So, that is really important na ito i-maintain na siya. Now, supply chain management is the management of the flow of goods. Means flow, it's a step by step. Dili po nilatangan ng usa. Now, in every products or services, there is different flows. Dahil lahi siya og steps. Like for example, for food industry, daghan kay siyang procedures because of the standards nga to ang gina-follow. For non-perishable goods, na po na siya gina-follow nga standards, but it is different standards to be followed sa kanang mga perishable foods. So, the goal or mission of supply chain management can be defined using Mr. Goldrat's words as increase through output, then while simultaneously reducing both inventory and operating expenses. Now, if you were able to maintain the supply chain, you have the quality of supply chain, means the people who are working with it, the different steps, the different stations working with it. If you can maintain a quality product, if you can have it a very good product, a very good output. So that means the lesser ang expenses nga naman, less man ang mga damages, less man ang ato ang mga failure operating mga failure operations. So therefore, mas makalesser ta sa to ang mga operating expenditures kay wala may mga palya-palya. Okay? Next to that, supply chain management, according to its definition, supply chain management is primarily concerned with the efficient integration of suppliers, factories, warehouses, and stores so that merchandise is produced and distributed in the right quantities to the right locations and the right time. And so, as to minimize total system cost subject to satisfying customer service requirement. So therefore, we must always follow the step-by-step procedure to reduce operating expenditures and also part of it satisfying customer service requirements. Next to that, supply chain management has been defined as the design, planning, execution, control, and monitoring of supply chain activities. So basically, why there is design? Of course, you need to design what are the steps, what are the step-by-step procedure that you will be using. You will have also planning because in every, no, in every task that we're doing, of course, we must have plan. Kaya di man pwede nga wala tayo plano. We can do things without plan. Oh, kinahanglan planokon gyud na nato siya pag maayo to avoid extra operating expenditures, no? Ang mga expenses nga mga unknown, so bakuan na to siya no kanang first na to sila nga oy di siya pwede na ni kay risk ni siya. So dapat ato yung planuhan daan. Execution, once you have the design, the plan, you have to execute. Imo na siyang buhaton. Then you need to control it para lesser ang ato ang operating expenditures. Loss ang ato mga loss is makontrol nato. And monitoring of supply chain activities and its functions. If it's well functioning, okay ba siya? Dili ba siya kanang failure nga to ang system nga ginagamit? So that is really important when we are monitoring ato gid check if they are functioning. So with the objective of creating net value, building competitive infrastructure, leveraging worldwide logistics, synchronizing supply with demand, and measuring performance globally. Next to that is supply chain according into this graph. Basically, so you have a lot of structure there. It ends really to customers wants detergent and goes to Jewel. Now, in this area, there's manufacturer of chemical, okay, oil company, paper manufacturing, which is timber industry. Then the new packaging, it is package. Then there's another chemical manufacturer or oil company, to plastic producers, then directly to the PNG to other manufacturer, going to jewel or third party, then Jewel supermarket, then customer wants detergent and goes to Jewel. Now, basically, if you observe the map, mura siya libog. So, mura siya labad. So, sir, therefore, you mean, sir, nga in every steps that is, sir, napay posible nga supply chain? Yes, of course. Like, for example, warehouses. Makadagan ba di ang warehouses if walay ka ng kuan, walay mga machines? You need to look for supplier for machines. Ang katong mga machines manufacturer, they're looking for suppliers for materials. So, basically, it is really a supply chain, di ba? Kay katong warehouse na mag-manufacture, ug wala sila nindot nga mga material, o I mean machines, o ang katong ng supplies machines niyo, wala sila nindot nga materials, what will happen? It ends up na dili quality ang produkto nga ma-produce. So therefore, supply chain really matters. It's about looking for suppliers. In supply chains, if you intend to plan, no, you are looking for suppliers basically. Suppliers to help you ensure that you are able to provide quality products and services to your clients and customers. It is really important yung anha magsugod ang tanan sa pinaka raw materials palang daan hangtod sa kinagagmayan nga materials or ingredients na imong ginakuha. Nga naman, everything matters. Even if in a small kanang parts na siya, it matters. Take a note in a clock. Okay, gamay ka ay nga parts sa clock mawa lang, no? So, di na under ang clock. So that what will happen? No, so it cannot provide nindot nga oras or late nga oras, palpak nga oras. So that's basically the reason why we have supply chain. It is considering that each steps is providing nindot nga kalidad nga produkto. So this is a larger a larger graph supply chain illustration where there are a lot of suppliers and delivering to different factories, then going to the distribution channel to the stores and to the customers. So basically that's the cycle, magbalik-balik lang gid siya. Ano man, if walay customers, dili ka ng customers, so wala mong product nga to ang ibaligya, no? Kay wala na may mo ganahan ana. So therefore, kinahanglan yun, nindot ang ato ang produkto. Now, the benefits of supply chain management. Number one, it reduces uncertainty and risk in the supply chain. Kaya nakaplano naman tadaan. Step by step naman. Di naman tamingon, hala, usay sunod. So, because step by step naman siya. Naana mo siya procedure. After ani, sa tong supplier, arita, sunod arita, and both of them are expected to follow standard rules and regulations in the procedure or in the manufacturing. Now, next to that, we have this positively affect inventory levels, cycle time, business process, and customer service. Now, the good that you can provide, the better that you can provide, there is always quality customer service. And with inventory level cycle, of course, pas atong inventory, it is because wa may mas-stock sa ang mga products. Next is contributes to overall increase in profitability and competitive advantage. When it comes to increase in profitability, nagsigi ang imong manufacturing kay daghan og ganas ng produkto kay nindot og kalidad, of course makadako tong profit. And then for competitive advancement, when you go in the global market, when you compete in the global market, nindot ang imuhang image. That means na ang imuhang brand image is nindot kalidad. Magkamahal sa gaw. The longer the time you stay in the global market, magkamahal sad ang imuhang nga image or values imuhang nga mga product. Now, supply chain stages. Basically, Arita mag-start sa ubos, it components is raw materials and suppliers. Okay, raw materials. Sunod sa manufacturers, sunod sa wholesaler sellers or distributors, then adto ta sa mga retailers, sa mga ginagmay nga tindahan, then consumers or customers. It is not compulsory that all stages should be present in a supply chain. Nga naman, lahi-lahi man ta, lahi-lahi man og needs ang kada materials or products. Pwede man nga na ay diretsyon na sa raw materials to customers. But basically, class, please be reminded nga lahi-lahi og needs ang matag negosyo, lahi-lahi og needs ang matag business. Kay when it comes to business, for example, for perishable products, naagi pinaka-importante nga butang ato i-consider. So lahi-lahi siya steps for non-perishable products, lahi-lahi sad siya. Now, what is supply chain management? Basically, it's about planning, sourcing, then make, manufacturing, deliver, then consumer, they buy. So, a set Okay, it is a set of approaches used to efficiently integrate suppliers. When you say integrate, means they are connected. So, pareha sila, they're integrated. Then we have suppliers, manufacturers, warehouses, and distribution centers. Ano man, if dili siya ma-integrate, dili si there's no specific information that connects them, of course, maglaylahi na sila. Kaya dapat pareha man dapat og gina-follow nga informations to ensure na ma-meet ninyo ang kalidad nga produkto na the standards that you need to follow so that product is produced and distributed in the right quantities, in the right location, and the right time. So system-wide costs are minimized and service level requirements are satisfied. So important siya yung kaayo. Supply chain is not just a simple subject. It's not just a simple thing, but it plays a vital role in the entire supply industry. Now, in the history of supply chain management, in 1960s, inventory management focuses on the cost control. In 1970s, focuses on the MRP and OM operating planning. In 1980s, MRP2, GIT, materials management and logistics. In 1990s, supply chain management, ERP, integrated purchasing, financial manufacturing, order entry. In 2000s, it optimized value network with real-time decision support, synchronized and collaborative extend network for supply chain management. Now, what is the main objective of supply chain management? Satisfies the customer's needs. Next, maximize the overall value generated, then increase supply chain surplus, then high supply chain profitability. Now, in supply chain, the main objective dito number one is consumer satisfaction. We are making all these things. We are making and following these steps in supply chain management for only one good reason. Providing quality customer service in the tourism and hospitality. It could be service, product, or could be perishable or non-perishable products. That is why businesses exist because of the needs and wants. And through that, in order for you to exist in a long-term competition in the global market, you need to be competitive. Kaya kung di ka competitive, di ka umuhatag og nindot nga produkto, okay, ma-excel ka diha for how many years only, then mailisa na ka og lain, ma-dissolve ka sa industry. Next, supply chain decisions, design, the planning, execution, control, and monitoring. This is the basic and standards, no, in kung ano, in planning, doing business, especially also in the SWOT analysis. This is part also. So, kinahanglan yun man nga naatay design, natay mga plano daan, ato siyang i-execute, atong i-make into action, din atong i-control. So, may angin atong i-control, din atong i-monitor, og okay ba ni siya nga plano or nga kanang kwan system. Now, ensure effective flow of goods and information, cluster of store near distribution center, collaboration with suppliers, active efforts to steer customer with real time, centralized manufacturing. Next, a worth of inventory, manage cash flow, and should be flexible. Now, decision is in supply chain. Now, supply chain strategy or design, how to structure for the next several years, your plans. So, should we increase in manufacturing or would decrease bata? So it should be to the plan. And you know what? The main target of every business is mag-increase man yun. Di ka magagamay na noon. So what is the chain configuration? How resources allocated? What process each stage will perform? Outsourcing in-house functions. This is really important. Kaya naman kinahanglan itong sabtong tanan. All the informations and details because without informations and details, you don't know what to do. You must ensure that you have the knowledge first and the information so that you can um plan ahead of time and arrange everything and monitor everything. Next to that, locations and capacities of production and warehouses, mode of transportation, type of information system. Now, supply chain planning. So for several months, you need to forecast for the coming years. You need to analyze demand in different markets. What are the needs and wants in the global markets? Kinahanglan man na natong talawon, no? And to ensure that we can compete. Kay base nag hala, mo din ang need na sa market, yung anong wala mang kabaluan ni. So therefore, your products is dili siya maka-sustain sa kanang global market competition. Like for example, as you can see that Apple, Androids is having a great competition when it comes to technology. Every year, there is an update, na ay mga update, na ay mga unsa pa na diha ang mga updates, mga innovations of the systems and features. So, kana siya lahi-lahi gyud, lahi-lahi gyud ang ilang strength. But then and again, they must need to understand the market trends. Kay aron maka-survive sila and maka-compete sila. In which market? In what location? Who are your target markets? Who are your consumers? Asa man dapita? Mga dato ba? Mga pobre? So therefore, in the fourth phase, kinahanglan gyud atong sabton gyud maayo ni sa atong ang kung ano sa supply chain planning and also the SWOT analysis. That is really important. You're familiar with SWOT analysis in four phase already. So therefore, kinahanglan gyud nga ato gyud matutukan kay to ensure the main goal here is to provide quality products and services to our customers and clients. Mo man gini pinaka number one rule ako dre. What's the other purpose we're having here in business? And when you do business, you must ensure nga kwalidad ang imong produkto, no? Subcontracting, inventory policies, timing, size of the market, marketing, price, and promotion. See, inclusive diha included diha ang 4 Ps in SWOT analysis. Now, supply chain operations. In these operations, it really takes an actions. No, in every actions that you're doing, you must consider risk. No, and consider also what are the standards. Operations without standards is really hard to maintain. No, kay what's the point kung nakikipag-produce diha nga product pero way standard, substandards, dili kalidad, nya walay flow. What will happen? O di mag-success imong negosyo. So, weekly or daily operations decision must be concluded or must be understood. No? Individual customers' orders must be recorded, allocation of inventory and production, set days for activities, for orders, and other important things to record on. Now, generate list for warehouses, allocation shipments, schedule for trucks. Now, next to that, we have it here, process views of supply chain. Now, the cycle view of supply chain process divided into series of cycles. Each cycle occurs at the interface between two successive stages of the supply chain. Now we have it here, the customer order cycle, the replenishment cycle, the manufacturing cycle, the procurement cycle. That means ang nagbalik-balik na no nga mga panghitabo or mga orders or mga job. Now, a cycle view of supply chain clearly define the process involves and the owner of each process. Of course, lahi-lahi man na siya. Pwede pong nasa one warehouse na nga mga cycle or process, that's really good. But commonly, each warehouse is lahi-lahi man ang tag-iya, lahi-lahi ang owner. So this view is very useful when considering operational decisions because it's specifies the roles and responsibility of each member of the supply chain and the desired outcome of each process. Now, considering that we must understand the push-pull view of supply chain, so it is divided into two categories: executed in response to the customer's order, pull, then executed in the anticipation of customer's order, push. Now, consider this illustration for so that easier for you to understand. When we say push, okay, let's push in the global market, make all we can just in case if mahalin siya o dili, taking a big risk in the industry or in the global market, competing without knowing kung unsa pa ni, mahalin ba ni siya o dili. So this production is approximation, no? If need ba kani sa tao, kani di ba kani need? So anticipated usage, large lots, high inventories, waste management, of firefighting, management by firefighting, then poor communication. So, ala, sige na lang, production na diri, okay ra lagi ni, basta ka mapaka-produce ta, which is really risky, no? Di man po to pwede makakuan, if, even if you're able to conduct research, di, labi na perishable nga product, okay ra siguro non-perishable product, for example, cell phones, but the only thing is, maabda na siya sa iyang nga kanangkuan, upgrading mga units, so, pwedeng ma-phase out na gina siya. So, dakong siya risk. Now, the thing is, the opposite to one pull makes what's needed when we need it. So, base order, order based. So, kung magkuha ra sila ka ng kuan, materials, equipments, if ever nga kanang naapay nalay order, but if walay order, what will happen if walay order? So therefore, if walay order, wala pud tay himuon, but if naay order, mukuha lang ta og specifications pilang amount sa to ang mga kanang kuan, pilang amount sa ingredients, materials that we needed to ensure to manufacture this specific product. Now, a push versus pull view of this supply chain operations categorizes supply chain process based on whether they are initiated in response to customer order or anticipation for a customer to or in order. Now, so there is an example here. So just read it so that you can check on the example. Basically, I have just mentioned already and discussed the example. Now, in supply chain integration, the push strategies, okay, it is in classical manufacturing supply chain strategy. It is a manufacturing forecast long range, order from retailers or warehouses, longer response time to react on marketplace changes, increase in variety, okay, bullwhip effect. Now, insufficient use of production facilities, supply chain integration, push strategies means basically, okay, pwede ra kanip mao ning needs mga tao. Sige, go rin ni siya, let's produce this one. So, mo ni ilahang ginagamit pasig need ni nila. But without knowing nga, dako siya risk, no? Ang kani siyang push strategies kay you will not understand first and know pila ka book ang ready gyud nga mo consume ani. Pero mura siya risk lang mga pamahalan ni. Okay. You are driving on the most big risk na pwedeng malugi ba ka ha? O di ba? Except lang siguro og non-perishable. Supply chain integration of both strategies. Production and distribution are demand driven. This is also none or little inventory held, fast information flow mechanism because you know already what to do, decreased lead times because you have already the system, you have already the step-by-step procedure, decreased retailer inventory, decreased variability and supply chain and especially at the manufacturers, then decreased manufacturer inventory, more efficient use of resources, more difficult to take advantage of scale opportunities. Example is Dell or in Amazon, or it could be others where um basically no na mo sila og mga customized supply chain integration push-pull strategies. So hybrid of push and pull strategies to overcome disadvantages of each. Then early stage of product assembly are done in push manner. Then partial assembly product based on the aggregate demand forecast, which are more accurate than individual product demand forecast. Uncertainty is reduced to stock safety stock, inventory in lower. So final product assembly is done based on customers' demand for specific product configuration. Now in the supply chain timeline determines push-pull boundary depends on the situation. Now, as you can see in the illustration here, there is a push-pull boundaries in between a push-pull strategy and pull strategy on the other hand. Now, basically if there is a mix no mixed services of the push and pull strategy, you must ensure that you are taking risk properly. Every actions that you're doing is analyzed. Dili kay magbutbutang ang diretso-diretso, okay okay na, it should be analyzed. That is really important. Now, so choosing between push-pull factors, these illustrations give you some specific example. Just try to check on this. Then these are easy, no? Characteristics of push pull, no? The summary. Then now let's move on to the drivers of supply chain performance. What it aims, drivers means directed to, no? Kanang drive kaniya in this specific result. So aim to responsiveness and efficiency of lowest possible cost. Drivers are set to improve the supply chain performance, like for the facilities, inventory, transportation, information, sourcing, and pricing. You should be directed into specific decision making that ensures that you can survive in the competition in the global market. But if you can't do that, of course, you fade. Okay, mawak or you vanish in that specific industry. Now, the drivers of supply chain performance are a framework for structuring drivers. So we have logistics, facilities, inventory, and transportation. For cross-functional drivers, we have information, sourcing, and pricing. Basically, it's the data or information. So drivers of supply chain performance. Number one, facilities. You must have a good facility, place where inventory is stored, assembled, or fabricated. Production site, or it could be location or capacity. So you must ensure that your facilities really can handle on the orders or the productions that you will be doing. Kay base nun niya, o daghan kay mong production nga ininday, gamay kay imong facility, so that will matters, no? And that will matter. That is really important that we must understand considering the storage or the facilities that you will be looking for. So inventory, raw materials, whipped finished goods with supply chain inventory policies, inventory standards, what are the things we need to do. So, unsa man ni siya, first in, first out during the inventory. So, kana siya, importante kay na siya, nato yung consider ang inventory. Next is transportation, the moving of inventory from point to point supply chain. Combination of transportation modes and routes. Now, drivers of supply chain performance. We have another one, information. Information basically it becomes the data where with the information we will know what are the things that we need to consider potential especially in potentially the biggest driver. It is the biggest driver of supply chain performance that affects all the other drivers directly, because without further information, without data, we don't know what are the things that we need to do. So therefore we need data in order to decide on what are the things that we need to do, specifically in providing quality products to our customers and clients. Not only that, understanding also in what specific factor they are satisfied. So that in other factors, we can improve para po nga matagaan na nindot nga kanang kuan serbisyo nga tong customers. Now, for sourcing, sourcing functions as the outsourced like production, storage management of information, etc. Okay, so kinahanglan yun nga kabalo ta sa itong mga um, resources or sa itong mga suppliers. Dapat aware yun ta. No, then pricing. The price nga imong ihatag sa imong kuan ibaligya. Of course, kinahanglan na amang kina all the suppliers mo matter gyud sa pricing. Now, a framework for structuring drivers. So, competitive strategy, supply chain structure, logistics, drivers and deliveries. We have facility, inventory, transportation, information, sourcing, and pricing. Basically, all of them are connected to one another for cross-functional drivers. It is because each one of them they really need know one another's idea, one another's information, and through that information and data that you've collected, you can ensure that um in your supply chain industry, your products till to the end can provide quality products and services to our clients and customers that result into customer satisfaction. And once there's customer satisfaction, there is what we call a repeat business. And that repeat business, not just only they do a repeat business, but those people who were doing a repeat business, they are marketing already in behalf of you because they may tell other suppliers, other consumers, or kanyang customers ng manhamok mo sa inyong ha. It is because nindot ang inyong hang produkto. Okay? So, next to that, structuring drivers. Okay, in a Walmart example, competitive strategy, everyday low price, supply chain mass efficient in adequate level of responsiveness, inventory, the transportation, the facilities, the information sourcing, and pricing. That is really important that we must understand our product itself because if we don't understand it, of course, wala tayo mabuhat yun ana. Okay? So therefore, in the supply chain, ladies and gentlemen, supply chain is not just simply logistics, but it is about understanding our suppliers and knowing that they're following standards and procedures. Now, each product has different standards and procedures in maintaining the quality of the product itself. Now, we must choose quality suppliers para nindot po na itong produkto nga mahatag sa itong customers. Kaya once our customers are satisfied, there is a repeat business, malambuon ang negosyo, walay purdoy, walay extra expenses, mulungtad og munindot ang atong ang brand image sa atuang market. And once nanindot ng atong image sa global market, we can say that ang atuang produkto is epektibo, nindot, o makahatag yung tagkalidad nga produkto sa customers and clients. And you can still compete in the global market. Isang pag naay mga competitors nga bag-o nga mosulod, connect with kanang the global trends, understand the global trends, then adjust, innovate the products and services that we can offer para mas mulungtad pag yun ta og dili ta mapurdoy. So kinahanglan gyud nga ato gyud i-ensure og ampingan pud nato ang ato ang mga suppliers kay sila pod ang hinungdan nganong nindot ang ato ang produkto nga ato gihatag sa global market sa atong kuan sa atong mga clients and customers. Now, that is the end of our discussion. Have a great day, everyone, and God bless.